What is up, you guys? Back here. I'm going to give my breakdown to Jake Paul versus Hasim Rahman Jr. Um, yeah, man. So that's the fight that we're going to get. You know, especially since the Tommy Fury isn't going to happen again. Man, I just feel like he just doesn't want to fight Jake. You know, that'll be, you know, I always say Jake, you know, he iffy when I feel like he's very iffy when it comes to who he fights. But at least, you know, it's a big money fight for whoever's fighting him, or whoever's on the card. It gets pretty good money out of it. So yeah, I don't know. Tommy fumbles. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Um, but okay, in steps in Hasim Rahman Jr. And I think it's gonna be a good one. Before I get started, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe. Um, yeah, man, I really would appreciate it. And let's dive right into it. So, this fight right here, it's pretty interesting. I don't know much. Well, I didn't know anything about Rahman Jr. for a hole in the wall. You know, I did a little bit of tiny research on him. His record is 12 wins, 1 loss, and 6 of those coming by way of knockout. And he did lose in his last fight. He got knocked out pretty bad against Morrison. I think he's the son of Morrison. You guys know who I'm talking about. But you know, and from the clips that I've seen of him when he fights, I feel like he isn't the fastest, you know, but I'm pretty sure he got some good power. I mean, obviously he got 6 knockouts, so it shows that he does have some type of power there. It isn't the most technical punches that he throws, you know. You know, I feel like for this fight for him, for Rahman Jr., he needs to attack the body of Jake Paul. Because to me, every time I watch him fight, I feel like he always gets tired early. You know, I feel like, you know, with all the training that he does, I feel like for him to get tired so early, I'm talking about Jake, is kind of crazy to me because he puts in that work. Because he really does put in that work. So, like, you know, I think it's a fair and equal matchup. You know, both guys are not. I think Rockman's a little bigger than he is. I think he's 6'3", and Jake is 6'1". So when it comes to height, it's around there. I think weight is not too far off each other, I believe. You know, and Jake has his record is 5 wins, 0 losses, 4 of those coming by knockout. And like I said, Jake Paul, to me, at least right now in this card, I give him a little more respect. He's fighting a boxer at the end of the day. You know, he's not fighting somebody that's, one, not even close to his weight, and 2, that actually has a pretty decent boxing record. Because throughout most of the guys that Jake Paul has fought, haven't fought any real people that's his weight. I think his first fight was against like the KSI, or I think that was Logan. But Nate Robertson, I believe. Nate's a basketball player. Like, okay. He fought Ben Askren. Ben Askren's a big name when it comes to wrestling. But that's pretty much it. He has no hands. So, Tyron Woodley haven't been himself for years. And he knocked him out the second time around. So it's just like, at least now I feel like he's going up against a boxer. You know, I feel like Jake has the speed advantage. Because I do have to say that he does have the speed. Pretty good jab. Really good over the right hook that he throws on his opponents and knocks them out, just like the time on Willie. You know, I think for Jake in this fight, just he has to be smart, you know, when it comes to his boxing. I don't know if he's at that level to even do that on the fly, but he has to be smart about it. You know, pick his shots, use his stick, use the jab, just to set up that big over the top hand that he has. You know, or if he can't get the overhands, at least throw him down the pipe straight, because I think those will land a lot more in this fight against Rahman Jr. Because I feel like Rahman Jr., like I said, he isn't the fastest, and the way he blocks and the way his hands are from the clips and even from his last fight, I feel like his hands are all the way down by his knees, basically, by his hips. So, like, I feel like, I mean, it's not like he can't move and do defensively stuff, but I think there's big opportunities for Jake Paul to knock him out in between him keeping his hands down the way that he does. you know. But in all honesty, I want Rahman to win just because, and to win decisively. You know, if you go out there and let Jake Paul work him for a while, like that's whack. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if he goes and look like he's taking a dive, people are gonna be talking smack. So I feel like for Rahman Jr., he's gonna have to like really put like effort, and I want him to win just because he is a boxer. He has a pretty good record. It doesn't matter who he's fought. At least he's been fighting boxers. Are they the best boxers in the world? Of course not. You know, but they're fighting. So I think this is gonna be very, very interesting to see. Amanda Soriano's also on the card. You know, I feel like, you know, for Jake, if he wins this, then he gets a little more respect. You know, when it comes to the boxing community, fighting a boxer, you know, not a big name boxer, but he's fighting. To me, I give him respect just for him fighting a boxer. And Rahman Jr. is not too far off his weight. You know, fighting these little guys, knocking them out, whatever. You know, like, it's just like, you get respect, but you don't get like a full respect for knocking little dudes out. Like get out of here with that. But you know, I respect Jake Paul when it comes to business aspect, because he's really good at that, and he's really good at promoting his stuff. You know, it's gonna be an interesting fight. Make sure you guys tune in August 6th on Showtime pay-per-view at MSG. I'll probably go there myself. I really want to watch Amanda Soriano fight. I feel like she's a wonderful fighter. And yeah, man, guys, if you like the video, make sure to throw those thumbs up. Really would appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.